Hello everyone, this is Vicky Stitchnbutton. Today is Wednesday, February 7th, and this is Flosstube number 151. I have a Flosstube anniversary coming up. It's going to be my 6th year, so that is on February 11th. February 11th, 2018 is when I did my first Flosstube. So I'm going to have a giveaway. I have an announcement to make. I have a giveaway to do. I have free stuff that I purchased. I have plans. I have things that I've done. I have some stitching. I don't have any finishes. I have a broken nail. I'll try not to give you the finger, but I was going to do my nails, but then cleaning yesterday. So I got a shelf, and you can't see it from here, but there's a cubby there and like a whole little alcove type closet, but no door. And I've had these two wider hanging things there holding stuff, and it wasn't good enough. So I went and bought a 5-tier shelf. So that whole corner got pulled out and cleaned out and rearranged, and it's not at its final place right now. It's better. I've thrown out a whole bunch of stuff. I had a bag of garbage, a bunch of recycling, some thrift store things. So I told you I've been trying to declutter a lot of stuff, and that was one of the things I needed to declutter. And the way I'm tackling it is I'm getting rid of the easy stuff, like the stuff that nope, don't want this, nope, don't want that type thing first. And then I start looking at other things, and I'm like, I'll hold on to it for now. So that means there's stuff that I'm definitely going to keep, and there's stuff that I may get rid of later when I need to make another decision. But I have time, right? I'm doing it before it's going to be a rush or a stressor. So I cleaned that out. I have a pantry, a dining room. My house is small. We don't have a lot of cabinets, so I bought a freestanding cabinet for pantry food, because right now it's on like a bookshelf and I don't like the way it looks. I'm tired of it. So I bought a pantry cabinet, and that should be coming in Friday. So I'm going to end up rearranging all the kitchen cabinets except for the spice cabinet. That's going to stay the same, but everything's getting rearranged. That's going to be another big job. So yesterday I was tired. I did a lot yesterday. What else? I did some stitching. Not a lot. I did some, but there was a few days where I didn't stitch. I have 1, 2 new starts, I think, and plans. So let's get into that. Let's go with the old chart. I told you I wanted to try to do a old chart for my videos, and this one is from 2007. It's Amy Brooken, 5 o'clock. I don't know if they all come with the thing still. I can't guarantee because I haven't bought one for a while. I know that if back when you first bought them, if it needed something, it came with it. But you'd have to double check. This actually came with this little, I know she makes these, so that's why it usually comes with the chart. And this one, I didn't see it. I looked this time to see if it was still available. There are shops that have it. So you just have to, whoever you shop from, you have to see if it actually comes with the stuff. If not, just another button company, I'm almost positive, has some kind of olive button. And then some yellow beads or something. Yeah, yellow beads for along the top of the glass. And here's what it looks like up closer. So while this wasn't on the Hoffman distributor, because she has a lot of her charts up there, this one wasn't there, but I did see that it was available. I didn't see it on eBay, but I did see it on some shop sites. So if you're interested. And mine's signed. Wait, because the chart's back there. Mine's signed. Yeah, 5 o'clock. I think that's fun. I did something like this before for someone. It was a different designer. So I don't have one for myself though. Okay, put that on to the side. So that's my 2007. That's 17 years old. That's pretty old, right? For a chart. Young for a kid. All right, new finishes. Okay, and that sort of goes with purchases. So I'm going to mix this up a little bit. I have a friend that was stitching one of the painted or printed canvas pieces, kits. They're the Asian kits that you get. I think they come from China. Now, in saying that, you do need to pay attention because there's a lot of them, like Joy Sunday and stuff, that sell copywritten stuff. But I was interested in stitching something that would be easy, where I'm not looking at a chart, looking at the fabric. You just look at the fabric and stitch over the color, and I'll show you in a minute. So what I did was I went on Amazon, and actually anything that I knew for sure was copywritten, I reported it to Amazon. And then I found some stuff that I don't think is copywritten. I did do some reverse Google searches and didn't see anything. So what I did was I got a pack of 4 kits and then one separate kit. The separate kit I got was this one. It's a peacock, and that's not the colors. That's, see if you can sort of see that. It's hard to see because the picture's so small, but it's sort of like a rainbow-y, bright colored. Yeah, I'm not taking it out because the whole thing's in there. But as you can see, this is painted, and it's right on the squares. I started one. This is the one I actually started. You can see that picture a little bit better. It's a stained glass peacock. And I started it. Now, this is what I actually stitched in here. I think I got 400 stitches. It went pretty quick. This one's 11 count. I probably should have looked for a 14 count. This one goes 3 strands. The 14 count calls for 2 strands. So far, so good. I'm curious. I know it's not going to look as great as this picture is because that's just the picture they use. But it's easy stitching. So if you can see on the back where I've stitched. It's easy stitching. And I just wanted to give it a try. Why not? And they were cheap enough. I think it was like $17 or $18 for the kits that I bought, and free shipping because it was Amazon Prime. It came with the fabric. Well, it was a kit, so it came with everything. It came with the fabric. It tells you not to put it on a frame to stitch, but yeah, I put it on my Q-snap. The only thing is I had to leave the one end off because if you look, so like this bright pink is going to be this color here. And the chart, I mean the legend, the key is on the side here. So it's that color, which is 310. And so you just stitch 310 on that color. Like this one's number 14, which goes down to number 14 here. And you pull that color on the card and stitch that color, 3 strands. Now, I was going a little crazy for about 20 minutes or so before I started the video, and I decided to just give in and start the video. I'm still looking around. I can't find the big card. I looked in the trash. I looked in the car for my the stuff I was sending to the thrift store. I looked in that bag. I don't know. I'll find it. I will find it. It's not, thank goodness I used just a Ziploc it's one of those big giant Ziploc bags to throw away the stuff that was in here. So I was able to go through that and make sure it didn't fall in there. I'll find it. I'm going to go crazy looking for it, but I'll look tomorrow in the daylight. I'll probably go back out to the trash can and look again because I can't find it. But anyway, the card looks like this, and this has the numbers printed on it. It's pretty light, but the other one's bigger. It's like this long, and it's got the other colors, and they're just on here like this. Anyway, oh, also, I made a working copy so I could mark off and count my stitches, but they do actually give you a chart also, which is, screenshot. But this is a chart, and it shows you DMC colors. Thing is, the symbols on this chart, which are really small, it's really hard to read, but the symbols on this chart don't match this one. So either you're using this or you're using the canvas itself and this. And that's why I left the side off of my Q-snap. It's still taut enough to stitch. Obviously it's really crunchy fabric. I really need to find those threads. I can't imagine where they went. And so I bought 2 different peacocks. This was part of the 4-pack. It's this dragon, which is that guy there. And then there's 2 others that are going to be in the giveaway. So somebody else can try them if they're interested. I also bought, when I bought those, I bought a kit, an embroidery kit. I have embroidered. I'd like to hone my skills and learn some of these stitches because I sort of just went with my feeling, went with my gut on how to embroider what I wanted. So I bought this because I have those pillowcases that Sarah, my Stitching Kingdom, sent me. So this is what I received. Alright, so this will show me how to do the stitches. This is the practice. And it came with, okay, so it came with some cheapo stuff. This is almost like a round nurge. It's got the ridge in there. It's kind of flimsy plastic though. Came with sewing needles. I think this whole kit might have been $15. I don't know, maybe not that much. There's a needle threader, a seam ripper, and these look like baby nail clippers. I remember having these for the kids to clip their nails. Lots of crinkling, guys. Okay. Came with the threads, and the fabric is printed. So there's 3 different fabrics with all the threads that go with it. And then the picture and all the instructions on how to do it. Which I can look at those instructions, but I might even just look up something on YouTube when I go to do it. And then they gave you 3 more canvases with thread and these 3 things to stitch after you learn your stitches. So you can incorporate them into something. But I thought that'd be a good little self-teaching class. All right. Put this over here so I can lose that too. I don't know. I'll put these in there though. All right. So I bought those from Amazon. Those came in the other day. In doing my cleaning, by the way, it's another random. This is going to be like the very random video. In doing up my cleaning, I went through bags, like project bags that I had put aside or thought I could use for project bags. A lot of stuff got thrown out. There were a lot of old Ziploc bags that I tossed because I like to save them if you can use them over again, but in reality, how many can you reuse or will you reuse? And I had to, again, part of decluttering. But I did find this one. Look how cute that is. It's a little makeup on the go bag, makeup or jewelry. And I thought this would be really cute for a little stitching tool bag on the go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a pair of scissors, some needles, some tools, maybe a threader, a puller, a frogger. I can put all that in there. So that's my plans for that. And I think it's silk or fake silk. Pretty good fake silk. Alright. Let's get on to some of the things I've actually stitched. How about that? And then I could show you what other things I've been up to. I'm going to use this. Okay. This I stitched on last night. This is Seeds of Freedom from Silver Creek Samplers. I started this last year, and I only did like 1 day on it. But I got the 300 or so stitches. How many did I do? I did 320 stitches on it last year. It's on 40 count mystery linen. I don't know the name of the dyer and or distributor of it. I had it in my stash. I pulled this out last night. I only did 200 stitches. I do plan on doing more tonight. I think this is going to be what I work on tonight again. I was tired last night after doing all the cleaning, and my eyes just, it was hard to focus just on the 200 stitches. I am not using the called for threads. I am using whatever I had on hand that matched well. Some of them are called for. I happen to have them. I used them. Other ones I just pulled to see it so it would work. And this is how far I've gotten. So last night I put in the dark brown, this second green there, and the word "twas." The gray and the top green and the tree were already there. And that was 200 stitches. While this doesn't look like a ton of stitching, oh, maybe it does. To me, it didn't look like it, but then you come to the motifs. And see, I thought that was a half a flag from it, but it's draped down. I thought it was going off the side. So this right here is almost, I think, 700 to 800 stitches alone. I can imagine this is probably more, maybe 1,000. The words are quick and easy, but the motifs that she threw in there, that's what gets really stitch heavy. He knocked into my leg. He's turning around. Oh, and he groaned. So it is Black History Month. I figured this would be great for that. And I needed to get some stitches in on Whippagoree for a paper pattern, and this is a paper pattern. I'll be working on it some more. This needle minder I got from Candy, the 614 stitcher, last year, not this past year, but the year before at Stitching in the Springs. All right, that's off to the side. And I have a new start here. I started, okay, I did take it out, Witch's Brew from With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. It is being stitched on 36 count fairy wings from Dames of the Needle, and I'm not using all the called for colors because I didn't have them. If I had them, I used them. If not, I subbed it out for something else. And this is how far I've gotten so far. 601 stitches. That's a big booty. Started on the cup, didn't get all the way done. So over 600 stitches, not bad for a start. I started that on the 31st of January. And this leaky cauldron, I thought that would go good because there is a big giant cauldron there. Oh no, it's not. It's a cup, isn't it? Oh. Well, now I'm wrong. That's alright. She has a cauldron somewhere. Maybe it's under that big ass dress. Alright. Or she left it in her other dress. Anyway. It still goes. It still matches. And that's available in my group. Told you guys I'm a mess. I mean, if you've watched me even once before, you probably realize this already. Put this in the bag here. I did not choose a project bag for her just yet, but it all fits in there because it's so small. All right, next. I said I was going to start this for full coverage February, and I did. This is Let Us Gather. I also realized I really like the artwork of Jody Bergsma, because I think I picked out yet another one of hers somewhere. Anyway, and oh, that's what it was. I looked at this site again, and everything that I liked that she had was by this designer. And anybody remember Jody used to make designs with her artwork back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I want to say I can't remember who the designer was. Maybe it was from like a Leisure Arts magazine or one of those. Anybody else remember the name? because for some reason it was the last name just really stuck with me. And she did some cutesy stuff too, not so realistic. Anyway, I started it. I am doing this one on 25 count, easy count, 2/1 10 stitch. And I started on the 1st of February. I did 614 half stitches, which equaled 307 full stitches. Just in the corner. There's one color I don't have. But I was doing the term from, I know Colette got it from someone else, but I remember Colette saying that she does the typewriter method where she just grabs a color and keeps on going, and that's what I was doing. Just staying up in this corner and grabbing a color and keep on going. If I had the color, I would have done that one. It'll be here soon. I ordered it from Sammy. Figured Rudolph was close enough, and he's available in my group. Also, I had this idea. Let me get page protectors, and as I have pictures like this, I'll put it in page protector to keep them better, right? I think it's a great idea. Well, now, I don't know, because it doesn't really give a glare because I got the matte finish. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think, or am I thinking too hard? So, for when I have the design, the chart, I usually put the chart in a Appendix Flex folder, so it's, for most of them, so they're not in the project bags to get wrinkled. I didn't obviously do it with this one yet. Do I take a photocopy of the front and just put the paper, the copy, in one of these to put with the stuff? Or just the ones that I happen to print out, I can put in there. I don't know. Because I need one more project to do, right? Anyway, that was, so I got 100 of these. Back to the point. I got 100 of these thinking that's what I was going to do. Each one was going to get one in a page protector. Don't you know, when I was cleaning out stuff, I think I found like another 50 of them that I had already had. So, I don't know. I'll figure out a use for them, right? Or I'll start sending page protectors with project bags or something. I don't know. I do try to get organized, guys. I do. All right. Next up, which also goes to a purchase, by the way. I worked on Meep, my beaker, from Fiddlesticks Au. Fiddlesticks Au on Etsy. So this is beaker. This is the fabric that I had Megan stitch in May. I had her dye it for me. And she dyed the fabric for Kermit and Miss Piggy for me too. It's a 28 count Murano. And I ended up, I was zooming on him. I want to get him done soon. I did 600 stitches. I finished the word Meep and then started his nose. And I think he might have 3,000 stitches left. Because he's not very stitch heavy because I got the right color fabric. If you don't have the right color fabric, then it's a full coverage. I don't want to do that. Well, I get a text from my BFF. And Fozzie was released. Look at him. So I went right away and bought Fozzie, which I sort of low-key, I knew she was going to do it. I just didn't know when it was going to be released because I had asked her if she was going to do any of the other characters. I told her I would really love to see like Animal and Gonzo. And she said that this was in the works, but then she squirreled and lost focus and she'd have to go back to it. And that was like last year or something like that. And she's finally released it. I'm so happy. So go get yourself Fozzie. If you have the other characters, you gotta have Fozzie. So now I need to find 28 count fabric that color or drive Megan crazy trying to match it to dye it for me. We'll see. Definitely want it on 28 count though, because then they'll all be the same size, I think. Because I want to put them all in the same kind of frame. So, I bought Fozzie. That was tonight. And then, since I was there, I went and bought this one. Cartoons were better in the 80s. Her charts are pretty reasonable. They're only a few dollars, so how could you not, right? And I know I've done a couple. I've done Droids Welcome from her. I've done 11s from her. So go check her out. It's let me see. Fiddlesticks Au. Apparently she's got a website. I wonder if that goes right to her Etsy. I don't know. I'll have to go check it out. Because if I can order right from her website instead, it'll save her Etsy fees. Right? Right. Anyway, so that's a twofer. I stitched on Beaker. I wanted to keep on stitching on them, but I had my categories for the Whippagory thing. So I'll get back to them. This is the bag that Jaylong sent me because she's mean to me. I should put my witch in there, so she's in here when I finish Beaker. Alright. These can go in page protectors. It's not like I don't have enough. Okay, the last one I stitched on was Maurice. Maurice got some stitches. Well, he got them for last month, so now he's got to get them for this month. But it's fine. It's going to happen. Maurice is actually Christmas Moose. It's a panic kit. And I replaced my fabric. It was Ada. I don't know if it was 16 or 14 count. And I replaced mine with 32 count Murky from Picture This Plus. And he got 500 stitches. I told you I wanted to do, I think it's at least 100 stitches on him and Animal Magnetism a month. Well, I was having a good old time and I did 500 stitches on him. There's a reason why this string's here, and I'll tell you in a minute. So, I got done. I should have had my board, and I don't. Okay, guys. Try this again. Ta-da. Okay, what did I do? I filled in a lot of his nose over here and down here. And then I needed so many stitches for a prompt. And I decided I didn't want to just go gangbusters with the back stitch that needs to be done. So after I did like a length of thread or something and I was close to a prompt end and I just needed a few stitches, I just went and did some back stitching. So this, I just pulled through the top to get it out of the way from the back. So I'm just doing a little bit of back stitching to fill in stitches. So, is that clear as mud? Say I have a 100 stitch prompt for one of my games, and I end my thread color on my full stitches at 96. I'll go do 8 back stitches that counts to fill it in. Or if there's like 10 stitches or 20 stitches, I could do them in back stitches. That way I'm still getting it done. And that needle minder is still available in my group. Maurice is looking good. That one antler is totally done. Now we just need to work on his body and the other one. I think I'm going to finish his whole face first. Finish that center section and the back stitch on the other antler before I go into the... Well, it's his right antler, my left side. And this bag is from Vicky Reading and Stitching. She made it for Maurice because it had a moose on it. All right, what else did I do? I told you I've been busy. I got some stuff in the mail. I got fabric in the mail, Fox and Rabbit, 40 count eucalyptus, and there's a reason, and I will show you. So, look how good that looks. It's a really good green. And they sent me a sticker that I would put on something. I had an idea what I wanted to put it on. And then one of their cards, which I can, it's thick enough, I can use it as a project card. And the reason, I've been wanting to stitch Lo and Behold, because I need another long dog, right? Not that I've finished the 2 that I have, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. So I bought Lo and Behold, and if you don't know what it looks like, this is it. And this obviously needs to go into a page protector, guys. So with as large as it is 312 by 370. I needed a half yard, even with it being 40 count. And I had an idea that I wanted to put it on a type of green and then use Silks for You. So, do you remember those bobbins from a couple, I don't know, 1 or 2 videos ago that I bought? And I said I want to do all my hand-dyed threads on these bobbins, put them on there. That's not happening. But what is happening, and what did happen so far, is all my Silks for You hanks are going on them. And I'm sending a pack of 50 to Gina so she could do the same. So, this whole hank, this is PR 128. And it's this brown and gold. Let's see. Oh, and I chose my needle minder I'm going to use as a sloth. Here we go. That's what I chose. PR 128. It's variegated. I'm just going to go with it. If you've seen me use variegated flosses before, you know I don't do the stripey. I sort of meander around so it sort of fills in decent in blocks and just not stripes. Unless it needs a stripe, then it'd be perfect, right? Anyway, so I took the hank, because I don't even know if I need the whole hank, but I wasn't sure what color I was going to stitch this, and I looked over and I had these in a box. That I had Silks in a box, hanks, and I saw this color and I was like, oh, when I get that fabric in, I'm going to see if it'll work, and it does work. To me, it works. So I went and I put, I cut the hank. I don't know. I know a lot of people get really nervous with cutting it. You're always going to get a piece that's weird shape, length. It's fine. I took and cut it on 2 ends where I sort of wanted the, I chose between where the brown ended and the yellow began, or vice versa, instead of just chopping like in the middle of the brown. And then the opposite side. So I went and put 20 strands on each. Sorry, I know this is taking long. I put 20 strands on each chip, and then I had one chip that didn't have quite 20 strands on. And I took those labels I was talking about and I cut it in half and I just wrote it on instead of trying to figure out how to put, type it on or print it out on it. Just because it would have taken me so much more time. I need a project bag for this, but I did kit it, and I need a page protector for this. I am not sure when I'm starting it, though. It'll be this year. I'm just not ready to start it right now because I have other starts, right? Right. Okay. Remember when I talked about Jody Bergsma? This is why. I bought this. When I went to look at her site, I saw this, and I think there was a sale also, by the way. I think she had a 50% off sale. So I bought these cute otters, and look, Jody Bergsma was the artist. It's in a page protector. I don't know when I'm starting this one. I thought it was cute. Maybe I won't even stitch it. I don't know. Maybe I donated money. But I have it to stitch when I want to. Alright. Oh, what's next? I kitted something else. Year of the Dragon is this year. for the Chinese New Year. And this is the one that I bought, and I know I showed this. This is about Dragon Yule, because you had to buy them before the end of the year, because they were being retired. There is a bunch of them all in one big thing, and if you want to see that, you'd have to go check out Alara. And I can, I'm writing it down. I can put her link below. Alara is actually doing the entire set of dragons all in one. It's all in like I think it's in a circle. And she's finished stitching all the black on it. I think she finally finished stitching all the black. I don't know. It's like 1,000,000 stitches. I don't know. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. But you can check her out and see what it's going to look like finished, because I know she's got a picture. So I chose one though, because even this one is a big boy. He's 375 by 366. I don't have a piece of 25 count. Did you know that they tell you to use 25 count 2/1? That's not happening. That's not happening. I would do 1/1 or 2/1 half stitch, but not full stitch. Anyway, I kitted them. I put all the threads. And in looking for fabric, thinking about fabric and what I wanted to stitch it on, at first I thought maybe I wouldn't do the black. But then it really wouldn't be a full coverage. Then I also didn't want to stitch it on black that tiny. So, remember when I showed, obviously if you're new you're not going to remember, but a while ago I showed some fabric flare that I might not use, and I said I could always use the back. Well, guess what? It's going to happen. I am using the back of this. This is a 32 count. I'm going to do it 1/1. I know, crazy. But this is what it looks like on this side. It's a pink and gold and white thing situation going on. Not my cup of tea. And actually I was going to sell it on my live sale. It didn't sell, which is fine because now I'm going to use it. I can cut off some of the length later. But by doing it 1/1 on 32 count, I can fit it on here with 2.5 inches on each side. And I bought the needle minder to match them. So he is going to go on here on the back side. I thought about putting it on the other side, but if I do that, some of the lighter colors, the color on the fabric might show through, and I don't want that. So I'm safer to use the white side. And that will be started probably this month for full coverage, February, just not right now. It'll happen. It'll happen though, because that's in plans. What did I receive in the mail? I received a package from Grace Notes. It's my monthly, it's my fabric of the month. I get 40 count linen. I wonder if I should change the Verdal. I probably should. I don't know. We'll see. Here's my little sticker though. It's cute. And here it is. Lighting and I don't know. It's called Sunset. So it's got those sunset orangey red in it. That's good. That's close enough. I like it. Don't know what I'll use it for. You know, most of the time when you get the fabric of the month, you don't have any idea what's going to go on it. And there's a rare chance that one comes in, you're like, perfect for what I needed for this pattern. So I like this one. And it's funny because it gives me Southwest vibes with those colors, the sunset, the red rock. And it's got cactus. I'm going to keep that out. Put that away. All right, and then I received my package from Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. I already put the DMC where it needed to go. And I had gotten a couple of charts. And one of them is the Quirky Quaker Queen Bee. I've done, I think I have the cow, and I've done the hedgehog. And now I have this one. I'll have to kit it up. They don't take long. I think it took me like 2 days to do the hedgehog. 2 sittings. And then I had also bought this one from Kathy Barrick, which is Training Academy. Yeah, this was a 2022 release. I think that's really cute. And I had also bought the Floss Pack Floss Organizer bags, because I've needed like 3 of them for a while. I don't know where the bags are. All my floss goes in the baggies and then in these drawers over here. And I did do a video where I showed how I do them. And I'm missing bags, and I knew I had a pack of bags, but I couldn't find them. So I was talking to Sammy. I was like, "You're sending my order. Just order me a pack of those bags." The day this package came in, I went into a bin to get something, and there was the other pack of baggies. So now I have baggies. Maybe I'll give out baggies with bags. I don't know. I have bags with my bags. I'm a hot mess, guys. And another reason why I need to destash and get rid of stuff, because it's just too much stuff to keep track of, right? Like threads that I can't find. My eyes are darting around looking for it in this mess. All right. Let's do the giveaway, I think. Oh, here's a bin, by the way. Remember I said I use those chips? Yeah, that's what I'm doing with them. Look at that red. Oh, I think I'm using this on I think it's called the moderately sized Ship of Life from Ink Circles. I think that's what I'm going to eat, the red Ship of Life. And then I have some black and some like a turquoisey green. Yeah. Will I hang them? I don't know. Because right now, the hanging situation is bothering me. I really don't have the space to hang them where I was hanging before, because the shelf takes a little bit more space. And I wasn't happy with that situation. So, again, things are still up in the air on that one. Giveaway. Are you waiting? I still have some more plans, which I'll go over in a minute. But here's the giveaway rules. Obviously, don't say giveaway. Be a subscriber, because this time I'm actually going to look. Most times I don't look. And I'll write myself a note. Okay? So, be a subscriber, because it's for subscribers. It's my 6 years on Flosstube, and it's for subscribers. So there. Don't say giveaway. I'm going to give you keywords. Now, I'm only going to give 1 prize per person. So the first one I'll draw, and name goes on that item. And if their name comes up after that, it's going to get respun until there's a new name. Okay? There are 6 items, 1 for every year. And I would like for you to... I was trying to think of something very clever earlier too, but I really have nothing. So basically, it's going to be 6 years. Have you been watching me all 6 years? Have you recently found me? When did you find me, and how? How did you find me? Just curious if you can remember. All right. On top of telling me that, you'll put in the keywords. Now you can put all of them in, but if you win, it'll be 1 item. That's it. And worldwide. I'll ship worldwide for this one. Okay? All right. Let's go with this one. Okay. I told you I got 4 of these kits. I did not open this one. This is this black cat, stained glass black cat. And it's on 11 count Ada. It uses 3 strands. It has this teeny tiny chart along with just the charted thing. And it gives you instructions on how to do it in English. I didn't notice any real English, so it was actually not hard to read. So that was kind of good. Because sometimes they say things and you're not quite sure what they meant. But this is pretty straightforward. And it 11 count uses 3 strands to stitch. So, if you would like to win this, keyword is cat. Okay? And then there's a second kit. And it's this elephant, stained glass elephant. And if you'd like to win this, same thing, 11 count. Elephant is the keyword for this one. This is next. Is that one? No, this one. Okay, I put together some of the things that I sell. And I have 2 packs of thread drops with a ring and stickers. A needle case. I think it's got a needle in there too. And a needle threader. This needle threader cracks me up, guys. It's a sumo wrestler. It's a sumo wrestler. So, if you'd like to win this set, green. Okay? Green is the keyword for this one. And then there's another set, but it's pink. So there's 2 pink. There's this hot pink needle case. And I didn't have a pink threader, but it's like a deep purple, so it sort of matches. Again, a sumo wrestler. So keyword for this one is pink. And then, 5th one is this bag and this workbook. It's the Christmas poinsettia. And that's the workbook that matches. Okay, if you'd like to win that bag for that one. Now, the last thing is part of an announcement also. I'm going to market. I am going to market to help Sammy J, with the Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. So, since I've been there before, she's asked me if I'd go, basically. And I'm not a pro by any means, but I've been there, I'm familiar with it, and I know some people, so I'm going to take her around and we're going to go shop. So I'm excited. I am going to be staying with Megan, who is doing the retreat, the Katrina Boyd retreat that she's having there, where it's a retreat down the road from the market, and then people tell her what they want. She'll go up and shop it and bring it back, or order it and ship it to them later. And it's a little retreat in the meantime. I don't know that they have any more spaces left on the retreat. You would have to contact Katrina Boyd for that. I know that she took the information down from her website, so maybe she's not taking any more reservations. But I'm going to be staying in the room with Megan. I won't be doing the retreat. That being said, the 6th item is going to be a gift certificate to Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. Now, in order to be able to order from Tiny Hummingbird, if you win, you're going to have to join her group. I mean, if you're not in the group, join it anyway. She posts items that she's selling. She will do pre-orders. She's got, every month, she's got a wish list. She'll post words. Get it together. Try to make a sentence. Try to make a whole paragraph. Okay. She will make a post that says wish list for, let's say, the month of February. So there's one out there. And if there's something that you want, you just say, hey, can you get this? Or I really like this or that. Now, with that, you're not obligated to buy it if she ends up purchasing. Like, if you say, hey, I really like this, or did you see that? If she ends up buying it, you don't have to. If she goes and posts it, you don't have to purchase it if you decide not to. But you get first dibs. Then she also has albums, like, I think she's been revamping it to be, Sammy can chime in anytime, Sammy. She's got albums by designer. I think she's doing by designer. and she'll put stuff in there, and that if you say me please on that stuff is you're purchasing it. Okay. Since she's going to market, she's taking pre-orders. So that's another reason why I want to do the announcement next Wednesday for the winner. Because not only do you get a $20 credit with her from me, she is going to cover the shipping. So the whole entire $20 can go towards your purchase. Okay. I will have her link. I'm pretty sure I always have her link at the bottom anyway. So you'll join her group on Facebook. If you don't do Facebook, obviously, then you can't win the gift certificate. But join her group on Facebook. You have to be a member in order to win it anyway. So join the group. I will let her know who the winner is, and when I announce the winners, you will get in touch with me with your email and your Facebook name. That way I can give it to Sammy so she knows who to credit. All right. Also, when I did my giveaways before, I realized that I haven't been stressing. I have a link down below. It's for Stitchy Friends. Okay. Use that link and fill it out. If you want to be entered in any of my giveaways, please put the stuff in there. I mean, even if you've ordered from me before, it'd be great if you did it anyway, because then I'm trying to centralize all my stuff. So if you you don't have to answer all the questions. If you just want to put your, I do need your YouTube name. I need your real name and your mailing address. And, that's about it. Unless you want to buy from me, then you know, PayPal and all that stuff. But there's other questions in there, like what do you like and stuff like that. Go ahead and fill that out. That way, when I do the giveaways, I can pull from there and get it sent out right away. Trying to think. What else? Oh, I did something new. Alright, this is the blabbering part of the video before we go. I wanted to mention that, and I know I'm not the only one ever, obviously, but I recently found ThreadUp through somebody else on YouTube, believe it or not, and I checked them out, and I got my first order today, as a matter of fact, and because I wanted to order a couple of tops. As you notice, I wear t-shirts all the time, so I don't have a lot of dressy stuff. I don't go anywhere where I need dressy stuff, so I sort of looked for something other than a t-shirt type top. I found one, and I found a couple of other things. I found a brand new pair of sneakers. I found, it was a pair of kids, and a brand new pair of Skechers, which I love Skechers. And a couple of pairs of pants. Now, these items are either new with tags or gently used, and they tell you exactly what it, you know, the measurements are and stuff like that. They try to tell you what it's made of. They'll tell you the brand if they know, if it's on there and stuff like that. Pretty easy to shop, actually, because if you're doing it on your laptop, I like that, say I want to look at the top, I click on it, it opens up in a new window. Now, I say that because if you go and put it in your cart, you only have so much time, like a couple of hours before it'll go away. And if you take your time window shopping on websites, it's going to leave your cart. But if it opened up on another window, you just keep those windows open, and then you can go back later and go, yeah, I want this, this, and this, and close the other windows. Just pro shop tip, right? I tell you that to tell you that I got some stuff, and I was actually happy. One pair of pants was a little bit tighter than I thought it would be, which is fine. I'm going to give them to my daughter. I also got her a pair of LuLaRoe leggings that have wolves on it. She loves wolves. So, I'm going to give those to her. I also bought the Skechers fit great. The Keds, I don't know what happened with that. And, they should have been the right size. I'm just saying, they should have been the right size, but for some reason they weren't. Maybe they were off from the manufacturer, but they had a tag on them and everything. They were too narrow, And I've never had that problem before. I've had kids before. Anyway, so I went, there's a card that says, if you're not happy with everything, you know, use this QR code. I scanned the card, and it asked me, you know, what's wrong with the item? Do I want to return it? Now, they gave me an option. I could either A, return it for the full price of the item as a store credit, as a shop credit that would, I think it, and I keep it. That's the thing. I'll keep it. They'll give me this much money. Say it was a $15 item. They're going to give me the $15, but I have to spend it by, I think it was like the 21st, which is like, gives you 2 weeks to spend the credit. Or I can send it back for the amount, but then there's like a processing fee, I think like $4. Okay. I think that's pretty fair. And I chose the store credit because I went and shopped for a couple more things, because again, I'm looking for tops. I like that as an idea for if you prefer to shop a little bit cheaper, something that's lightly used or not used at all. And I mean, I've bought some stuff that I thought I liked, never wore it, and gave it away or sent it to the thrift shop, and this is the same thing. I'm gonna put, they're not they're not sponsoring me at all, guys. This is just me, my personal life. I'm gonna put my referral link below, and so if you want to join, that'd be great. I think I get a store credit if you do that. You can also give stuff to them. You can order a bag. They'll send you, I think it's like it's a mailer bag that they pay for the shipping, and they'll send it to you, and it's got to be gently used, no holes and rips. And they tell you on the site what people are actually looking for. So if you had something and you were iffy on whether you wanted it or not, and you know people want it, you send all that stuff in, and they evaluate it, and they'll sell it for you as like a consignment thing, and you can get shop credit or cash. So if you knew this already, I'm probably explaining it wrong anyway, and you can correct me by all means. If you didn't know it already, check out this site and make sure that I'm right. But no, that's the gist of it anyway. And I wanted to let you know that I did it. I was happy with the results. Anything that didn't, like the pants that I ordered, they tell you waist size and stuff like that, but with stretchy stuff, you never know exactly. So it's going to be a little bit hit and miss with that if you're not getting sure-fitted stuff. Like if I'm getting a pair of Wranglers, you're going to get the waist size that you get, but when it's stretchy stuff, it's a little bit different. Anyway, I liked it. I liked it, and I ordered something else since then, and I'm waiting for my bag because I have stuff that I'm going to give them, that I'm going to send in. Why not? If I can get a couple dollars for it, I think if they sell it, I don't know if it's like a time limit on how long it takes for them to sell it, or if they receive it and they don't think it's worthy of being sold, they donate it somewhere else. So you're not going to get the stuff back if it didn't sell. Just read the site. Read all the little ifs, ands, and buts. But I figure I'll send this in, and if it doesn't sell, I don't care, because I was going to drop it off at the thrift store anyway. I think that's it. Giveaway. All my Stitches stuff. My blabbering about ThredUp. I'm going to the market. Let me double check the date. So Wednesday the 14th. I'm pretty sure that's the date. What? My laptop's taking forever to show me the calendar. Wednesday the 14th. You know my stuff usually uploads in the middle of the night, so it'll probably come up really early morning 15th, but whatever. But Wednesday the 14th is when I'm going to stop taking any comments, and I'm going to do my video and announce the winners. And I can't think anything else. I want to thank you for anybody that's been there from the beginning. My goodness. You give yourself a pat on the back and, I don't know, a shot of something, extra coffee, a Valium. I don't know. Whatever's going to calm your nerves, because I get on my own nerves sometimes. But thank you. If you're not a subscriber, please hit subscribe. That'd be great. If you're not a subscriber and you want to win the giveaway, you're going to want to subscribe now, aren't you? I'll see you in about a week. And then I might see you a week after that. Maybe the week after that. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. How much can you stand me? I can't stand me. I have to go find these threads before I lose my mind. And I have to clean up and I need to stitch. So I hope everybody's doing well. Anybody out in California, I hope your canoe is staying afloat. And everybody else, stay warm, stay happy, try to be happy, hopefully. And don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine.